Well, hello again. I'm going over the plans for my current trip I plan. Kate's come in here to be with me. She was in the bedroom sleeping until she woke up and found I had left. She came in here and decided to be with me in this room. But I'm just going over my maps for our coming trip, doing the Olympic Circle around the Olympic Peninsula here in Washington State. And of course I got my four state map out too, planning for future trips, because I believe the winter up here is going to be such that it'll be pleasant winter camping into the spring. So anyway, Kate, are you okay? She's become my shadow. So anyway, I have been eager to get my large storage box from RV'N Industries, which I'll have installed on the rear of my RV here in the next month, hopefully, once I get the mounting plate, which is back ordered. But yeah, I'm going ahead with plans to continue to travel and travel with Kate as long as possible. So we're excited about our new plans. It'll be different traveling with one dog instead of two. It'll take a little getting used to. I find myself calling out for Sarah at times or getting confused, but Kate understands. So anyway, I guess we can go out to the RV. Oh, well, back out here in the little old RV. I just thought I'd talk about what I look for in campsites when I'm traveling. I don't think I've made a video about that, especially with the girls, well, Kate, and what I look for in a good campsite so all of us can enjoy the stay. When I take off for an adventure, I have some set goals and plans in mind as Kate and I travel across different regions of the West. We enjoy dry camping in state parks, national forests, and the BLM lands across the American West. Seldom do we make use of any RV resorts or group sites. Many state parks now have on their reservation sites maps and photos of their parks' campground sites for you to explore before you make a possibly blind reservation. Now for me, that's been very important because I've had the girls on a 15-foot lead anchored right inside the sliding door here, which gives them the freedom to go in and out and around both ends and come in anytime they want, jump up on the couch here or the bed and just relax, take a nap, come in, get some fresh water or whatever. So I always look for campsites that have pictures for them, because I don't want to just take a chance that they're not going to have any obstructions on the door side for the girls to get out and get wrapped around on or injured on now that they're much older. But I use their photos of their available campsites to determine a few important issues that I look for in a good campsite for my RV and my girls, because for safety's sake I keep them on the 15-foot lead. So these are some of the things I always look for when I'm looking at pictures of photos for state parks, national parks, national forest campsites, that I want to find a certain kind of campground site that I can pull into. Now these are some of the things I pay attention to. Which way must I pull in so that my passenger side is open up to the campsite, like the picnic table, the campfire? Also, are the campsites designated as only pull in or back in? Because that's going to situate where my door opens towards the campground. If it is towards the picnic table and the campfire, or is it towards the bushes on the other side of the driveway in? Also, are there large boulders that separate the campground area where the picnic table, the fire pit, the tent site are from where you back in or pull in? Or are those big long logs there? Both of these things, especially getting a campsite where I pull in or back in so the door of the van opens up towards the actual campsite, if the dogs jump out on their leads and go around the rocks and do everything dogs are going to do when they get to a site, they're going to explore it, sniff it, check it out. They always get wrapped around the darn boulders, or they go over the logs, can't get back, or else they go around the logs, get their long leash wedged underneath it, and you're constantly freeing them. Well, I don't want that hassle, neither do the dogs. So I always watch out for that. What I want is a campground site where I can either pull in, back in, the doors open to the picnic table, the fire pit, and there's no obstructions whatsoever once I step out of the door into the campsite itself. Look at it, decide, is this something I want? Are there trees in the way? Am I going to be underneath old trees that might have widowmakers in them, or keep me from getting solar on a nice day? There's so many things to consider depending on what you have for your RV and power sources. And of course, you dogs, how you take care of them. So you want to consider that. Also, for say national forests or national forests or national parks, you have recreationgov.com, and they are pretty darn good too, because they'll have up to 1 to 3 different views of the campsite at different angles to give you a really overall view of the campsite, where you pull into, where it opens up, and the grounds. Also, probably one I use or have been using the most is BLM. Now, BLM can be a multitude of different state and federal lands. You have your fish and game areas. You have your Army Corps of Engineers, which are very nice. I've stayed at some very nice, minimally developed Army Corps of Engineers BLM lands on huge lake reservoirs and such that had shelters and bathrooms and stuff. For only, well, being a senior now, I get a big break. I tell you, there's some breaks you get being old when you reach that point. And for camping on really nice areas in BLM land, it's maybe $4, $5 a night. And they're really nice places I've come across traveling through the West. The thing I like about the BLM lands out here in the vast West is they're vast themselves. They're in many different environments, from deserts to mountains to grasslands to the Pacific coast to mountain lakes. It's a beautiful variety, and the girls and I have been spending most of our time dry camping, boondocking in such locations. Another place I always look for information on places to go or camp or boondock I glean over many RV'er YouTube sites, and they can be very interesting. They introduce you to many different ways of RVing and many different vehicles, and everyone has different, well, interests. So you get a vast array of experiences to reflect on and decide which ones you would like to go experience. So that are what I look for when I'm planning a trip. I use our state parks website, the recreation.gov website, BLM websites, and also the YouTube RVers that are also out there doing what I enjoy doing. All of those are great sources of information and experiences that you can pick and choose how you want to live your RV life. So with that, I think I'm going to get back to Kate, and we are going to finish packing, and hopefully we're going to get the heck out of Dodge here real soon. And I'm crossing my fingers that the West Coast storms will stay offshore and allow us to enjoy a beautiful drive up the northern rugged coast of Washington State, around the Olympic Peninsula, around the Olympic Mountains, and around the Olympic National Park, which we plan on going in and out of to explore places we haven't been to in a decade or more. So stay tuned. Kate and I have adventures on the way for you. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and like it. This helps our channel grow. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. According to YouTube analytics, like 60% of people that actually view our channel aren't subscribers. And all it takes is a little poke at that subscription button. So, until we meet again, as always, the girls and I, well, Kate and I, wish you happy trails and woof woof. See you later.